When I had to decide if to do this or not, I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, fuck, I can't look myself in the mirror anymore. If I know that I can pull this off and wonder what would have happened if I did it, and not doing it would have killed me. Sometimes it comes down to that moment, like what's more painful, doing it and going through all the troubles, or not doing it? Not doing it, it's like wasting potential. You never know which door you're gonna open.
Micol, this guy's a fucking legend in this space. How does it feel to see like all these great speakers have it come to fruition, man?
I feel like everyone played a part, you know, everyone liked the idea, and that's what we knew it was gonna work.
Where was like the light bulb moment? Like, hey, I gotta bring this back because I feel like everything's going in a different direction.
The space was always not really clean, and it started becoming too dirty. I saw bad companies having bad practices, and when is it enough?
I went to my first show in 2017, and man, the fucking people that were at that show compared to the people 9 years later, there was like 10% of those people. It's because people did the right thing, that knew how to pivot and whatever, are the ones that lasted, right?
There's a lot of shame in the industry because a lot of people just don't want to talk about what they're doing. So that's also why we are probably one of the few ones doing content, because we can talk about whatever we want. We don't have to hide. What is life if you need to hide and there's no freedom?
How did you determine the threshold? It's almost like you're like the bouncer at the door, right?
You made an ad. Would you show it to your mother? Would you show it to your daughter? Would you show it to your son? The answer is yes. It's probably great. The answer is no. Probably not welcome here.
LFG, bro. This does
let's freaking go.
We've been going hard as fuck, man. I don't even know.
Okay, we
man.
can swear. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we can swear. This is what I love about this show. You know, Ezra's on stage. He's like letting it go. He's from Brooklyn, by the way. Shout out New York. I'm like, bro, this is fucking great. One time I was at a show and they told me I couldn't curse. I'm like, what? Fuck, I got the LFG show. How the fuck can I not fucking curse? But anyway, cursing, you're Italian. All right, first of all, we're Micol. This guy's a fucking legend in this space, jumping out planes all over the world. Fucking short ATO, yo. No one knew what ATO was like 6, 7, 8 months ago. Now we're here in Barcelona. In the fucking exists. It wasn't even the fucking sperm in the chromosome, man. It's here now, baby. We got Italian passion. Let's go. I just came from Milan, by the way. I love Italy.
Yeah, every time I meet you, I feel like you introduce me to the ring. And I'm like,
let's go, baby. So anyway, but how does it feel, man? We talked in, last time we talked was in Vegas. I think it was in Vegas at Affiliate Summit, right?
Yeah.
And you were talking about you're gonna get this going. How does it feel to see like this, all these people here, all these great speakers, like have it come to fruition, man?
Grateful. It's not easy, but it definitely felt easy because of all of you, all the support. Like from day one, you were like, ATO, let's fucking go. And the cool thing about that is that I feel like everyone played a part, you know, everyone liked the idea. And that's what we knew it was gonna work, because it was needed. Like it was in the air, you know, in the industry, if you're in the industry, you felt that it was time for a change. And even if you didn't, and now you saw the change, you're like, oh yeah, we actually need it. And in fact, even talking to the speakers, you know, there was like always like a speaker crew, like the gang that did all the other conferences, and then kind of like, you know, broke up, not because they had beef or anything, just because no one bothered bringing everyone together anymore. So what happens then? You become nostalgic, quality goes down, we need to run it back. So it's amazing to just see this come alive, and it's exciting because we're just getting started. So yeah.
There's a new endeavor called Roofs in the Box. It's just, man, from day one, it's taken off.
When I first started getting into the roofing industry, what was happening was my fixed costs were always there. And so for me, I was looking at how can we kind of, one, save on these costs, and then two, how do I not lay people off during down times? But also maybe even the ability to pocket more money during the slow season or even the peak season. Since we've done this before, like with our lead gen companies where we have virtual staffing and from Argentina or Colombia, I'm like, why don't we do the same thing in the construction business? Now, once we figured it out, so we reduced their fixed cost by 70%. And so now during the downtime, they have real seasoned veteran type of players. But during the uptime, they pocket 70% of their operational costs are now going back in their pocket. And then when it's time to scale, they have the back end prepared, already ready to go to help them like lift off. Depending on what state you're in, you're averaging about 12.5% on what you pay out on taxes, insurance, all the different insurances that you have to pay out, right? So yeah, you don't have to pay out unemployment, you don't have to pay out FICA insurance, Medicare, Social Security, the things that business owners have to eat.
Roofs in the Box is not just limited to roofing or home improvement companies.
You can use it for any services, right? You can use it for IT. We use them internally for data sales, for hygiene, for analytics. It doesn't even matter what the vertical is.
Like business in the box at the end of the day.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it. I'll tell you one thing, the quality of the speaker is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I had Ezra on, he came on the podcast, man. Wow, he blew me away. I thought we were gonna get like deep talk about technical stuff. We just talking about the mind, the brain, the psychology, and that,
Yeah.
you know, he said something, that quote about comparison is like the devil. And
It is.
it's so funny because we're marketers and you got Instagram, you got TikTok, you got YouTube, and we kind of play on those sort of things, right? And I think that, how do you play on it where it's right, where you're not causing issues? But he blew my mind away, and I'm like, I would have never had access to Ezra if it wasn't for a show like this, you know. And we made it happen, and I appreciate you for doing that. And even like James Van Elswick, James Van Elswick played a critical role in my career. Him and I started doing solar back in 2016 ish. And we had a big run with that. So to see him on stage, and you know, I'll tell you a funny thing. I don't know how you did. I never seen James dress as well as he was today.
Oh, really?
This motherfucker had a belt on. He had, it's like, I told you, he laughed because I know him for a long time. But bro, he dropped some knowledge about the future telehealth.
Yes.
This is a new trend. I feel like no one's talking about. So I think you getting all the is a testament to you, is a testament to the value. So hats off to you, because I know it's not fucking easy.
I mean, that's when marketers run shows, right? No other conference that is big and relevant is run by marketers anymore. So it's fairly easy to understand what we need, right? Like, I know what you need, I know what I like. So it's easy to find. And also, like, I mean, we had a lot of connections already. Like, the team had a lot of connections. We just came together and everyone just wanted it. So then I guess speakers also got a bit of FOMO, you know, like they see the first five, Ezra's one of them, Nick and stuff, and Rory. And then I was like, oh, my friends are going, like, and then everyone wants to come speak. And that was like really cool. Also because Barcelona, baby. So that's also one cool thing. And we really love the city. Like, we all the speakers have like some sort of attachment to the city. And I think a lot of us, because we used to come here before. And yeah, we just wanted to run it back, honestly. Like, it was almost nostalgic. So
Yeah, and I love it. And what I say one thing is this, right? You built your career. You made big money, tens of millions, 9 figures in revenue with White Hat, right? So you wanted to kind of bring it back to where was it, like the light bulb moment, like that went off, like, hey, I got to bring this back because I feel like everything's going in a different direction. What happened that made you want to do this?
I mean, it was not in one moment. It was growing, and at some point I was like, I have enough, because yes, the previous show was never. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, you know. But anyways, the space was always not really clean, and it started becoming too dirty. And then, I mean, they just messed it up. Then it got sold, and then just mismanaging everything, not understanding what we like, turning everyone off, firing the legends behind it. We never get to see. In fact, today I brought all the team in front of the stage because they did an amazing job. So it just started breaking from the heart, and then the results are there now, right? So
it sounds like you were trying to you started your business with White Hat, right?
Yes.
So you're trying to bring it back to White Hat.
yeah, I want to make it cool, you know. It got to a point where it was just enough. Like, I mean, if you partake at these things, and I was one of the faces. I was, by the end, one of the biggest faces, because I was their top ad everywhere, and I was vlogging, and no one really was vlogging, no? So I made a few vlogs, and kids went, and they told me, like, yeah, I went, but it's I saw bad companies having bad practices, and I take responsibility, you know? Like, what we're doing even now, like, people are gonna watch, and there may be a kid there that is watching this and might make a decision based on what we say. So we have a responsibility, right? And marketers forget that, you know, that we're actually all very powerful individuals, because we can get messages in front of millions of people every single day. And if we forget that those numbers behind a screen are actual people, then that's when things can go really wrong. And some people are just blinded by the profits, by the ROIs, and they don't care what they're doing. Although maybe on the other side, you're terrifying a mother, you're scamming a kid, or your friends. So when is it enough? And I think I had this big takeaway at my ayahuasca trip, and I don't want to bother with the details, but the main takeaway was, like, do things with love. And actually, when you find to do things with more love, or there's more intention, and you're very intentional about what you put out and what you promote, then you start making better decisions as well, because you realize that, hey, maybe this is not really good. That some people still don't give a fuck, and that's why we don't want them here. And you can make a shit ton of money with White Hat, and honestly, it's much more scalable. Like, that's also the other thing. I don't understand these people. They think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make like a quick buck and dip. Okay, yeah, sure. You want the small money and keep the pocket changes. I'm for the big bucks, and that's why I work with 9-figure brands, if not 10 by now, because some grew a lot. And the real money is there. You just keep printing. It's cool to make $10,000 a day, but you know what's cooler? Doing that for years. And you can only do that with Whitehead because I never got fucking banned, and I was able to spend $70 million around that on YouTube. Did I get banned? No. Why? Because I don't rely on shady shit. And that's what people need to, understand. And a lot of us do here. That's why the vibes were so great. But a lot of people don't. And that's a problem. And karma is a bitch, and it's always gonna come back like a boomerang in different ways. So yeah.
I love it. I love that you're talking more about long term versus short term, right? And I've seen this. I went to my first show, probably. You were talking at the Affiliate Summit. I think you went to your first show a few years ago, right? You were talking about it was pretty crazy to come back for where you are. You showed a picture when you were like way younger, and then a few years later. I went to my first show in 2017, and man, the fucking people that were at that show compared to the people 9 years later, there was like 10% of those people. It's because the people that did the right thing, that knew how to pivot or whatever, are the ones that lasted, right? So I do see that too. You do the right thing. Yeah, maybe you don't it doesn't come as quickly, but you stick with it. You want to be the person that wins the race. You don't want to be the guy spraying and then fucking dies, at the end of the day. So
yeah, I mean, there's still some people around that even 10 years ago was my first show, and I still see them doing the same fails, but they don't do them that well. They had a lot of headaches. And honestly, I don't vibe with, you can tell. Like you can tell if there's a lot of shame in the industry because a lot of people just don't want to talk about what they're doing. So that's also why we are probably one of the few ones doing content, because we can talk about whatever we want. We don't have to hide. And what is life if you need to hide and there's no freedom? Like, I love doing this, and so it's so important. And I can talk about it freely and not care. And I know I'm doing good. So
yeah.
I actually love what I'm selling. I use the products I'm selling. So
no, I could tell, man. And one thing I say about you, a lot of passion, a lot of energy, right? You freaking just I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong, but you feel almost like you have an obligation, right? This industry gave you a lot of freedom, help you travel the world, do all these crazy fun things, and you feel like you want to pay it forward. Am I right with that?
Yes. So it started like that. I was like, we just gotta run it back. There are bigger opportunities out there, financially speaking. But at the same time, I'm very business oriented, so I can see a lot of value behind this conference and everything that we can do with it. But at the same time, I came to a conclusion, like when I had to decide if to do this or not, I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, fuck, I can't look myself in the mirror anymore. If I know that I can pull this off and wonder what would have happened if I did it, and not doing it would have killed me.
Yeah.
So sometimes it comes down to that moment, like, what's more painful, doing it and going through all the troubles, or not doing it? And I was like, not doing it, it's like wasting potential. And it's so cool to just bring everyone together. And, you never know which door you're going to open. So I just trust in that, and I know it's going to go well. And it will, if we stop now, I know it already pays off. But we know that we're certainly not going to stop now.
Right, yeah, I give you a lot of credit because I did a couple masterminds, right? One in Colombia Con, I think we had 20.
Yes.
So yes, we're gonna do part 3. We'd love to have you there. So the second one, I think we had 45, 50 people there. And I was fucking stressed. I did it with Samar. We were stressed out, man. So I can't imagine. There's probably like 20 times the amount of people here. I don't know what, but like, I don't know like how, and you're running your business, like
how many people do you think came? I know it's hard to imagine.
I would say, right, you got the stage, you got this. I think any time between 800 to 1,000. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. We crossed the thousands.
Yeah, congratulations, man. That's not easy. Bro, and I'll tell you one thing. So I started this podcast a year ago, right? And the guy, I hired a coach to help me get the podcast going. And they said a lot of times, like we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're on TikTok, we have the different, and I get pissed off on YouTube if I have a video that didn't like cross like good numbers. But like, bro, and he wasn't just saying this to me, he was saying in general. Sometimes people get mad if they get like 25 views, 50 views, 100 views. Like, Dave, imagine you have 100 people. How do you get 100 people to watch a stage, on stage, 100 people to watch? If you get 100 people on YouTube, that's essentially what you're doing. You get 1,000 people, and it's fucking true. Like, you're right, man. So you just trust the process. You provide value. the people will come is what it comes down to. What? So you can't get hung up sometimes on the numbers, but actually like 1,000 people for the first time, you know, and you're talking about white hat, you're not talking about all this other stuff. I think that's pretty impressive. But in another country, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, at first we thought, let's do 500 people. But then talked to some people and we're like, that's a meetup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like how it sounds. All right, let's do 1,000, at least. But at the same time, we could have accepted a lot more booths. Trust me, I said no to a lot. I trained sales team to say no, although they're incentivized to say yes. But they got it. They were like, okay, like we can't work with everyone because of the mission. So we could have had a much busier floor. Trust me, at the end of the day, I had those conversations saying why not to some the sales team. And yeah, I might be the asshole that refuses people, but where we have a very clear picture of how this is going to look like in 3 to 5 years from now. And it can only go that way if we stay true to and have integrity over our mission. Because it's hard to judge who is in and who can be out, you know? There's white, gray, and white hat. Sorry, there's black, gray, and white. And yeah, it's hard to distinguish, but I think we did a pretty good job. Everyone here seemed to be pretty good. And I got a lot of good feedback, so we're excited.
When I first heard of Roofs in a Box, I thought, no way could everything be combined in one platform, from your CRM to AI to even virtual assistant, helping manage all these things together. It has completely changed my business, and I couldn't be where I'm at without it. So over the last 8 months or so, I've saved at least $1 million on what it would cost salary-wise to hire the engineer. I wouldn't have been able to do what I've done without Roofs in a Box, or be able to do what I am currently doing without Roofs in a Box. If you are looking to scale, get your business organized, or get it ready to sell, definitely want to give Roofs in a Box a call. They'll get everything tightened up, get you set up to do whatever you need to do for a fraction of the cost. Not everybody's got $1 million just laying around. Hire operations managers and have their own call center. So give Roofs in a Box a call, they'll get it taken care of.
So let's talk about that. I was going to ask you that question earlier. How did you determine like the threshold? It's almost like you're like the bouncer at the door, right? The owner says, hey, I only want good-looking people here, right? And they have to make that determination. So how do you determine that? Like when?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Because
It's a balance.
what's going to happen is people are going to hear about this, and then they're going to want to go to the next one, right?
Yeah.
And then how do you? Yeah. Like, let's put it out there. How are we going to know what's the threshold? What's
Well, I have a question. You made an ad, or the ads that you're running. Would you show it to your mother? Would you show it to your daughter? Would you show it to your son? The answer is yes. It's probably great. The answer is no. Probably not welcome here. So
Perfect.
I think that's a very easy way to put it. And yeah, that says a lot, man. Like sometimes I talk to people and I was like, why are you running this? Would you ever give this to your mother or have your mama buy in? Oh, no, never. I was like, well, that's weird, isn't it?
I love it.
By the way, I have a little thing for you. Could you pass me that little backpack?
Oh, wow, let's do this.
Yeah, it's a little skater's bag.
Wow, look at this.
Just,
We're getting gifts. For the first time, we got a gift on the show aside from like a shot or something. Let's see.
Just a little present.
Oh, I love it, man. This is great.
Yeah.
We're going to wear this with pride.
Yeah.
Scalers. Let's talk about scalers. This is beautiful, by the way. Thanks. There's a lot to.
And also some, I think, ATO stickers are in.
Oh, wow, we got, look at this. We got stickers. We got everything.
Yeah, man, just typical stuff.
Oh, baby.
But yeah.
Fucking gold. I love
gold.
We got to get you some LG. We got some LG gear? I think we do, right? Anyway, so let's go. So I appreciate it. It means a lot, man. Well, listen, so we talked about ATO, right? This has been great. Like I came here, let me tell you something. I'm breaking a record right here. We've done about 10 podcasts today here. Most ever done in a day is like 3 or 4.
I mean, it's pretty smart. I probably most of them were speakers, right?
Yeah, but when speakers and like Ezra Fire or something we got on, that was great. We got what's it Marisha. Marisha. Oh my God.
Marisha is not just beautiful, incredibly smart.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The stuff she's doing, and you know, I like about what she's doing. Everyone, it's not just an affiliate you can make money, but it's a product. I'm signing up for Mind Valley. We all need that. It doesn't matter how good, how bad. We need to have that mental clarity and a mental focus because whether you're a father or a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girl, whatever the hell you are, you got shit. So she's got a product that I love, man. So that was great. So I feel like I'm not even, what I love about my show is that I get to talk to people that are successful and I learn. I'm giving value to the audience. I'm learning. I just subscribe to Mind Valley. I'm gonna get my team to sign up for the AI summit she does because I need to be part of that. Rory just talked about the AI. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking behind. So yeah. I appreciate that. So yeah, the people most, I'm glad you said it, most of the people spoke here were...
Actually, kudos to Marisha because she also played a role putting this together.
Yeah.
Yeah, she helped in the marketing team. So,
And I saw Sharon in Barcelona. I didn't expect the skier to give me a big hug, man.
Yeah.
She was great. You know, when you speak on stage and then you spoke on stage, it's such a, like, it gives you immediate credibility, right? And you know, like Samar, I was with him last night. I was going to go out last night and we sat at dinner. It's like, you know what? I got a big speech tomorrow. I got to be ready. I can't fall short. I told Alex I was going to give my A game. He didn't have one single drink. He ate, right? And like, I know that pressure when you're on stage, you're in front of a lot of people, an international audience. He gave the power. He gave a lot of sauce, man. He didn't hold back. So whenever
everyone did, to be honest.
Everybody did.
Everybody.
James Van Elswyk came out. Like, James was huge in my growth. He blew me away, man. I recorded like 60 minutes. I put it on my story. But the point is that you have some really good quality people that it's not just about making money, but also how to be a better person, how to be a better father. Like, and I appreciate that. And dude, it just goes a long way at the end of the day.
No. Well, how was the show for you? Did you manage to go around? Because you have podcasts. I mean,
we went around, trying to do a podcast. I met a lot of people. We're doing a lot of home improvement right now.
Yeah.
I met people that are doing HVAC. That's a big growing area in home improvement. It's an air conditioner replacement, right? So I met people that. So from a business perspective, I'm going to get a good ROI on that as well. That's what it comes down to. So I think it was fantastic, Kat. So we got a gift for you too a little bit. We got to listen. No money, no honey, baby. Look at that.
No money, no honey.
No money, no honey. And we got the damn barcode.
You know, it sounds too familiar, dude. I live in Dubai, and girls like to say, no honey, no money, no honey.
Really? You wrote sitting in Dubai?
No, but it's like
Something similar.
Yeah.
We need to get a Dubai version.
I think this is the Dubai version already, to be honest. So, yeah.
That's great. Listen, Alex, it's been a pleasure. Listen, you're a real inspiration. What I love about it, how old are you, by the way? I forgot.
Yes.
I know you're in your 20s, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was mid-20s. I want to say mid-20s. 26?
I just turned 28.
28, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, but that's, I feel like you're 28 on paper, but you got the mind of like a 49, 50-year-old, and that's great, man, because guys, follow his trajectory. If you're like a stock, it's like NVIDIA back in motherfucking like 2005, right? You know, now they're a $4 trillion outcome. This is a fucking guy you want to follow. Success leaves clues. He's way younger than me, but like, I hang out with younger people, older people. You got to learn. I learned from him. We learn together. We fucking grow together, man. So ATO, big success. Thank you for everything you do. Follow his shit.
Thank you so much.
Fucking go, baby. Here.
Get ready to level your shit up with the LFG Show. We travel the globe to bring you heavy hitters from all walks of life. We've been talking some serious business, from the best digital marketers, government contracting experts, to top athletic and celebrity doctors. We've got it all covered. We're talking to guys who've cashed in for billions with a B. And the best thing is, we're just getting started. So hold on tight. We're about to crank it up a notch. Get ready for next level networking and masterminds within the LFG community. Scared money don't make no money or honey. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and let's fucking go.